It's good that it happened. We've been waiting for this for a long time. It's important because it confirms that Palestine is a state under occupation. It negates the validity of all Israeli illegal actions in the occupied territories, including settlement buildings. It practically opposes the de facto new realities that Israel is trying to create to annex the West Bank. And it reminds the world with the justice of the Palestinian rights, that we have the right to be free and have self-determination and to be free from the settler colonial project. But the situation today is so bad that we really need more than just recognition. In my opinion, Israel has gone into a very dangerous trend of fascism, and the crimes in Palestine are so awful. And it is clear that what can you do more than having International Court of Justice making resolution they should stop the war? The International Criminal Court is accusing Netanyahu and his defense minister of committing war crimes. The Security Council of the United Nations decided there should be a ceasefire, and Netanyahu doesn't listen. So in my opinion, what is really needed now is immediate embargo on Israel, sanctions, especially military sanctions. We need complete and total military boycott of Israel to stop these atrocities, and also we need that other sanctions are imposed. It is shameful that we still have European-Israeli commercial and economic cooperation agreements. This is supporting the genocide against Palestinian people. The regime and the army that is committing the worst war crimes in human history, in modern history. But they are not winning the war because Netanyahu has failed in all the four goals. He could not eradicate resistance in Gaza. But most important, the main goal of the Israeli operation failed. The main goal of Israel's attack on Gaza was really to evict everybody from Gaza, to conduct complete ethnic cleansing of the population of Gaza and force them to go to Egypt. We are living under a horrible situation because the whole country is under military occupation. There is no Palestinian Authority anymore. Israel practically, since the 7th of October, reoccupied all of the West Bank. There is no city or village or camp that they don't enter. And they've taken over, basically, made the authority an authority without authority. And they've cut the West Bank in 224 small ghettos, separated by 670 military checkpoints. But what has changed more is that each military checkpoint has become a death point. Any Palestinian could be killed if they when they cross the checkpoint, for no reason. And then they will claim that somebody tried to stab a soldier, or they can always come up with lies. But basically, the whole West Bank feels insecure. Not only because of the behavior of the army, which feels that it has a complete green light to kill, license to kill, but also because of the settlers who have become gangs of terrorist groups that are attacking Palestinian communities and villages, burning houses, burning cars. Our whole life is affected. Since the 7th of October, Israeli army arrested 9,000 more people. There are now no less than 14,000 Palestinian prisoners in Gaza and West Bank. And the new thing is that because Ben Gvir, the fascist, is in charge of prisons, he is torturing the prisoners, beating them, torturing them. We want Palestinians to be unified against Israeli occupation. And we want them to be unified on the basis of democratic participation. And that's why we are calling on bringing in all the parties into the PLO and creating a unified Palestinian leadership in the PLO and creating a national consensus government which could keep Gaza and West Bank unified against Israeli efforts to separate them, and prepare for free democratic elections. Israel has killed the two-state solution. So the only solution is one democratic state. I still believe that. But if a miracle happens, let's say the Americans elect Bernie Sanders as their president, and he comes in and Europeans decide to be decisive this time and tell Israel enough is enough, remove your settlements from the occupied territories, end the occupation, allow a Palestinian state to be there with Jerusalem as its capital, and allowing also the refugees to come back home, I wouldn't refuse that. I want to thank the people of Catalonia so much for your solidarity with Palestine. I want to thank the people of Spain for their solidarity with Palestine. We know that your hearts are with us, and we really appreciate that. And that's not new, because you yourself have suffered from oppression for a very long time, so you know what it means to struggle for your freedom and independence.